Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite. And this is November 9th, 2024. And before we get started, I just need to change my Facebook privacy, make it public, and we are good. Whew. Well, I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's going on in the planet, but the radical Islamists are raising their ugly heads, and this time it is in Holland. A couple of days ago, they did a pogrom, and if you don't know what that is, it's where Jews are hunted and hurt. It happened in World War II, and if you don't know your history, Muslims were on the side of Hitler, and what bonded them together was their hatred of Jews. So again, a couple of days ago, the Muslims decided to go hunt Jews in Holland. And they did this around Anne Frank's house. And Anne Frank wrote this book, The Diary of Anne Frank, about what it was like to live during World War II as a Jew during the time of the Holocaust. They are caught, they hurt people, and again, it's time to put them in positions of harmlessness. So today we're going to do 2 energy works directed at radical Islamism and doing some energy work to help protect the Jews. All right, so if you got your crystal, hold it, because that's going to amplify our work. And I want you to sit down, take a deep breath, exhale out everything that no longer serves you, and imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God. You fill up with your divine essence. So do that till I tell you to stop. As you're doing that, I surround you each in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing. And I seal you all in the pink flame of love. And I'm going to call to all your teachers, guides, masters, all the divine beings that work with you, the cosmic beings. Invite them in to amplify our energy work. So we're going to create a bubble of light. We are in this huge circle, and we're all connected through our heart chakras. In the center, we're putting this huge Earth Keeper crystal to amplify our work, and a big bubble over that. We're going to put all this energy work in this bubble. So as we're doing this, I want you to send energy into it, and you can sit there and let it come out of your heart chakra and your upper chakras, or use your hands. And as you're doing this, putting this energy into the bubble, in your mind's eye, as you're listening to my words, I want you to imagine this actually happening. So let's get started. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me. And if it is your will, O Creator, I command. We call the higher selves of all participants of radical Islamism to open up a sacred space so they may step forward into the light, allowing themselves to be reconnected to the Creator. Cut all the ties, Michael the Archangel and Shiva, to unbalanced fear of women, patriarchy, genocide, rape, pillage, plunder, incest, greed, power, gladiator mentality, military war, might is right mentality, the hatred of Jews, from their energy field cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down to their DNA, going backwards and forwards through all their incarnations. As this energy is released, we call the violet flame through them and all their works that are misdirected, so they're neutralized. We're going to cut all ties to all dark satanic art and negative ceremonies that are being done to keep men and women practicing radical Islamism in a stuck patriarchal consciousness that encourages them to manipulate humanity and the earth for greed, profit, and power for their God Allah and the Prophet Muhammad. As this energy is released, I call divine male-female balance consciousness to be enhanced in their hearts and God part of their brain, flowing through their bodies, touching every cell, atom, molecule, all their internal organs, going all the way down into their DNA. May this integration be gentle, loving, and kind. I call the higher selves of all men practicing radical Islamism to guide them to be releasing all women slaves, or anyone being used as slave labor, man, woman, or child. Let us fill them up with divine respect for women, life, the planet, and all life forms, organic and inorganic. See these men's higher selves guiding them to accepting divine matriarchy and opening their heart, throat, and crown chakras as they release all the old patriarchal thought forms that no longer serve anyone. As these centers open, see them being very balanced, loving, kind, generous, peaceful, supporting women and groups that are in the light. Let men awaken to their divine missions in the light, bringing a lot of fulfillment and comfort, that they are doing their heart's callings, which brings about feelings of peace and contentment. Let all men practicing radical Islamism dream of all the past lives they had lived, where men and women respected each other, treating each other with much compassion and kindness, living together in harmony, bringing that loving energy into the physical, putting it all into practice in this current lifetime. I call the higher selves of all men practicing radical Islamism that are suppressing women to step forward into the light. And if they choose not to step forward into the light, which is their free will, may the angels and their higher selves put them in a position of harmlessness. I call to all the balanced men on the planet to speak out against this repression, defend all women, and come to women's aid on all levels. See all practicing radical Islamism men respecting the goddess within, giving freedom and honor to all women. Along with allowing women to be equal, divinely conscious beings, we ask that the reptilian part of the radical Islamism men's brains are closed down and the God brain is activated. May the goddess soften them to be gentle, kind beings. We ask that all ties and energy overlays to the hatred of the Jews, to perpetual war, as well as glorifying war, be cut and removed from all men and women practicing radical Islamism, going backwards and forwards in time, hundreds of thousands of generations. Let us now cut all ties and remove all energy overlays of glorifying and celebrating death, as well as destruction of the Jews, from all radical Islamists, men, women, and children of all ages. As this dark energy is removed from all radical Islamists, we ask their higher selves to reconnect them to the Creator, so they become awakened spiritual beings who can now live in harmony with all other religious and secular groups. This new energy allows us to quantum leap the planet into world enlightenment. Let the energy of war, hatred of Jews be removed from all radicals. As the males of all ages practicing radical Islamism become awakened spiritual beings, let them see how wars are a waste of time, energy, resources, their lives, and refuse to cooperate, becoming peaceful objectors. See men and women unwilling to neither fight, go to any wars, hurt or harm any person, no matter the race, color, or country. Let the divine add these thoughts into their mindsets about how they can live in harmony with all groups that bring them much joy. Let men now and women be divinely inspired to be entrepreneurs, starting their successful, innovating businesses, bringing their countries into the modern times. We ask men's higher self to help men get in touch with their hearts, their feelings, their emotions, becoming nurturing, kind, loving, caring, helpful, understanding, and intuitive men. We ask their higher selves to step in and help these men find quality family time with their kids and their spouses, male or female. We ask that men be guided to their twin flames or divine mates, and when they meet, they recognize each other as twin flames, divine mates, whatever their true partner is, male or female. See these participants of radical Islamism releasing their hatred for gays, with that energy being replaced with kindness, understanding, and acceptance. As these radical beings awaken and reconnect to the Creator, we ask that they be given much strength to be living, loving examples of men connected to the Creator. As we fill them up with extra divine energy, we ask the Creator to reward these caring beings by sending them all their heart's desires that are in the light. If these radical beings choose not to come forward into the light, which is their free will, we ask the angels and their higher selves to put them in position of harmlessness And we send divine positive movement and much gratitude for those who choose to keep loving and growing in the light of the Creator. Now we're going to go into part 2, which is cutting ties between all men practicing radical Islamism and everyone of the Jewish faith. We call to the Creator who has all the data, past, present, and future of the radical Islamist personal blueprint to activate the information that allows for healing of all thoughts and memories that are blocking and holding the beings who are practicing radical Islamism back at this time from moving forward into enlightenment. We call upon the Creator and ask for the permission to release all radical Islamist personality fragments which have become their fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, spouses, relatives, friends, colleagues, customers, politicians, government officials, and all ancestors, animal, insects, higher souls, oversouls, avatars, masters, guides, and the angels, all other life forms, and consciousness in Earth, in other stars and planets, in other galaxies, seen and unseen, known and unknown, who may have offended other personality fragments in consciousness, their family, relatives, and ancestors, seen and unseen, known and unknown, in thoughts, words, deeds, and actions from the beginning of the creation to the present and all future potentials. We ask the Creator for unconditional full forgiveness and untangle all vibration and frequencies between all beings practicing radical Islamism and those of the Jewish faith, asking for the permission to activate the knowingness in all personality fragments and consciousness. Ask for the permission and activate the cleansing of all these personality fragments and consciousnesses. Purify, release, dissolve, cut, and erase all the unpleasant and negative memories, blocks, energies, information, vibration, and frequencies, and of them really just hating the Jews, and transmute these unwanted energies and information back to the pure light. Now, and it is done. We now close all interdimensional portals that any dark entity may enter our world from, including all portals being open from any satanic Babylonian ritual, including any negative energy from the Kaaba. As we close and seal these portals, we make them invisible so they no longer can be used, as well as cutting ties and neutralizing all satanic symbols that open gates for demons to enter. We now command the Archangel Michael to find these demons wherever they are, whomever they are attached to, animal, plant, mineral, or any radical being, and cut ties that are holding them to the earth and these beings. As these ties and binds are cut, we send the demons through the violet flame, them back to God, filling that space up with an angel of peace, enlightenment, healing, whatever is needed. This allows that space to vibrate now to God's light. We ask the Creator that if it is for the highest good of the earth and all life forms, that the Creator steps in, neutralizing the single white chromosome that is added to all people practicing radical Islamism's DNA that makes them more aggressive and warlike. We see it being replaced with a chromosome that makes them kinder and compassionate, compelling them to speak only truth. We ask the Creator to reactivate the hormone and brains of all people practicing radical Islamism that will allow them to become divine spiritual beings. We cut all ties and cancel clear all reptilian DNA connected to these beings and the energies that are activated by vibrational frequencies created by the satanic secret society rituals that activate demon possession. We are now cutting ties and remove all blueprint overlays over all souls that suppress all people practicing radical Islamism. As these overlays are removed, they are now open to a higher spiritual existence. This also allows them to balance their female-male energies, which will also allow them to create a third force of divine potential. We cancel clear all secret society rituals that are activating the reptilian DNA in Islamists, as well as human hybrids. Instead, we see these rituals being reversed and now empowering the Islamists to reconnect to source. Love can is and changing their genetic code, reconnecting them to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings that have unlimited potential. We also ask the creators to give people who practice Islamism special grace and unlock the doors in their minds that are keeping them from connecting to the higher frequency of light. Release all that which are holding them back. I ask the creators to close down again the reptilian part of the brain and open up the divine God brain, filling them with whatever high vibration is needed to shift them so everyone gets to go into the golden age, leaving no one behind. Send these beings and entities whatever vibration, sound, color, and memories of being connected to the Creator they need, so they gently evolve into the light. The Creator, their higher selves, and angels know exactly what each one needs and are sending it to them as we speak. We now cut ties to all radical charters, manifestos, and all written word that encourages violence to anyone outside the Muslim faith, including all Jews and anyone they consider an infidel. We cut ties from the time of Isaac and Ishmael that creates a rivalry between Jews and Muslims, that created a rivalry to show who is more dedicated to God. As that energy is released, let there be a calming peace that descends on all. We call the higher self of anyone who has negative thoughts of harming Jews, including Hamas, the Muslim Brotherhood, Nazis, and any anti-Semitic, to go through all their carnations, past, present, and future, going backwards and forwards, hundreds of thousands of generations, to cut soul memory ties to those lifetimes. We transmute that out of balance energy through the violet flame, reconnect that energy to the Creator, shifting that energy to light, affecting everyone's cells, atoms, and molecules, going all the way down to their DNA. And this allows, again, for their frequency to vibrate to light. We now cut all energy ties to the angry words, kill the Jews, free Gaza from the river to the sea, jihad and intifada. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. We call the violet flame around all who speak these words to transmute that hateful energy. As the violet flame burns off that negative energy, it's being replaced with a higher frequency of light, allowing those beings to reconnect to the Creator, which helps them become awakened spiritual beings who see all people around them, no matter what race or religion, as family, mother, father, sister, brothers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and friends, people they would not harm. Now let us cut all ties to all words from Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood and Iran, Iraq, that says Israel will exist and will continue to exist until Islam will obliterate it, just as it obliterated others before it. We cancel, clear, delete the energy and the covenant of the Islamic resistant movement against the Jews and all other religions. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. We cancel, clear all mosque extremism that is calling on Muslim armies to invade Israel. Everywhere those extremist speeches in mosque or any public places are spoken, let's anchor the violet flame to transmute all the words of anger to a higher vibration of light, dissipating that energy to nothing, no forward movement. We ask the Creator to remove all dark magical overlays that is around all people who are standing up for the Islamists. As these overlays are removed, people see clearly, especially Hamas is a terrorist hate group. They are, as well as see the leaders of all these groups, grifters that they are, and stop supporting them, demanding those leaders share their wealth with those less fortunate. We call the higher selves of everyone in the Islamist armies, all high-ranking members, and ask your higher self to help you come forward into the light. And if you choose not to work for humankind, which is your free will, we ask your higher self and the angels put you in a position of harmlessness, and the peace worker take your place, or no one at all. See all veils of protection being removed from them so their people can see them for what they are, grifters, and they are no longer protected on any level. If it is for the radical Islamist extremist highest good for them to receive a karmic return for their actions now, over 100,000 fold, then I step aside as its return. As these spiritual beings awaken, we ask God to send them all the love, compassion, kindness, caring, peace, divine love to flow through their bodies, mind, and spirit. We see this happening as their reptilian brain is again shut down and God brain activated. We call to all the elementals of war that Islamists are using, cutting the elementals free from their misuse. And that includes any kind of bombs, rockets, any kind of military weapons, guns, knives. So we're going to cleanse all those elementals with the violet flame, reconnecting them to the Creator, and we command those elementals to be neutral, to misfire, not work, go off course, choose not to hurt or harm any life form. We also cut all ties to all curses directed at any Jews of anyone of Jewish faith worldwide. And we also cut ties to all the curses from the Mabahala. Now let's give a little attention to the Kaaba that's in Mecca. We're going to cut any and all ties to any dark energy coming from it 24/7, 365 days a year. We send a healing energy into the shattered black stone and the Kaaba that connects it to the Creator, sends out a higher vibration energy. Now let's anchor the violet flame to blaze and transmute any off-balance energy coming from it, replacing it with a higher vibration of light that frees people from old, stuck patterns. Let that energy be replaced with divine enlightenment energy, allowing everyone to reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings. Now, in the middle of the Kaaba, we're going to put this huge crystal of an enlightenment crystal that is going to amplify that energy 24/7, 365 days a year. It's going to amplify peace, kindness, tranquility, respect for women. Again, 24/7, 365 days a year. May divine peace, divine calm, divine brotherhood, divine enlightened inspiration for putting together balanced, peaceful, loving governments descend around everyone now and continue to flow 24/7, 365 days a year. We see Israel, along with Arab nations and Palestine, coming to a mutually beneficial solution that creates true peace between them. We bless all the peacekeepers and those that have the courage not to go to war against anyone. May their ranks grow and swell so they become the majority, and the peacekeepers run all countries. Nevertheless, not our will, but thy will be done. We're going to fill that bubble up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. And we give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So thank you guys for giving this energy. And if you want it to manifest, you need to play this video 3 times, whether it's 3 times in a row. It's the power of the 3 times 3. It's going to help it manifest quicker. Or put it on in your computer, when you're busy, just really, really low, so that energy keeps going out there. And again, I'm going to ask that anybody that watches this video, listens to it, this energy is amplified over 100,000 fold. And guys, please share it. Send it out to people who you think would be interested and give it more energy. All right, you got a ground now. So if you have the stone hematite, go grab it, hold it till you're not lightheaded. It's simple. It may take you 30 seconds. It may take you more than that, a couple minutes. Just get rid of the lightheadedness. For those of you that don't have that, stand up for me. All right? Awesome. So I want you to feel the earth energy and put your crystals down. Feel the earth energy come up your feet, your ankles. And as that's happening, you're pulling in body, you're becoming a little bit heavier, the lightheadedness is going away, you're centering more. Allow that energy, let's bring it up to your knees, and you're really feeling a nice heaviness, as you reconnect to the ground, to the earth, and you ground. Your energies are pulled in, the lightheadedness is going away, should be gone. Feel yourself become very centered and filled with all these new possibilities. Now, if you're still energy high after that, go outside, find your favorite tree, put your hands on the tree, send all your excess energy into the tree. 30 seconds, you can do it more. And then ask the tree to send you energy back. You should feel yourself becoming heavier as you ground. The lightheadedness should go away. Don't want to do that. If it's still warm enough where you are, go outside, take your shoes off, and walk around the earth. That should help you ground. Come back in body. Don't want to do that? Go eat something. That will help you come back in body and ground. So on that note, guys, thank you very much for joining. And, if you don't want to really put this video on again, you can chant, may divine peace, divine calm, descend down around all of the Muslim faith now. May divine peace, divine calm, divine enlightenment awaken within everyone in the Muslim faith. So may divine peace, divine calm, divine enlightenment descend around everyone of the Muslim faith. May divine peace, divine calm, divine enlightenment awaken within everyone in the Muslim faith. All right, aloha, and we will catch you again.